I decided to do these videos when in my encounters with atheism, I've yet to meet an atheist who understands the historic Christian position. These videos will come in three forms. One of three forms. One, they're meant to educate the atheist as to what the Christian position is, so that there can be a better, honest dialogue. Two, many of the videos can be in the form of an argument, showing the inconsistency and, frankly, the uselessness of the naturalistic materialist position. Three, and the videos that'll probably get me in the most trouble, are my thoughts or contemplations on atheism. Sharing these thoughts and contemplations. They're meant for discussion. Whether you want to refute them or others can expand the thought, that's up to them. But those will probably be a bit more controversial. If you type into Google, "Does the universe have purpose?" debate, you'll come across, it's the third video in the debate, Michael Shermer. He's the editor of Skeptic magazine. I believe the website is skeptic.com. He talks about the recent edition of Skeptic magazine, where they do an expose on the purpose-driven life happiness movement. It's about prayer and the idea of using prayer to get a car, get a better house. If you're not familiar with this movement, just go to a bookstore, look up Joel Osteen and Your Best Life Now, read a couple chapters, and you'll get an idea. This particular movement views God to better one's life materially. That's the entire point of the movement. Shermer calls this silly. I would agree. My beef with Shermer, and the point of this particular introductory video, is that Shermer is so ignorant of the historic Christian faith, he doesn't know that this isn't Christianity. Whether that's on purpose or not, I have no idea. It doesn't take much reading to figure it out. If you allow the Bible to speak for itself, grammar, context, the intent of the authors themselves, you're not going to come to that sort of conclusion. God does not exist to make us happy. It's nothing but greed cloaked in Christian language. It's a good example of the valid criticisms of religion that atheism makes. But Shermer has no idea that's not Christianity. And I'll give you an example. If you read some of the book of Your Best Life Now, then go to realapologetics.org, click on About, and go to the recommended reading list. And on the list, it's got various subjects like theology, dogmatics, textual criticism, New Testament reliability, and on, hermeneutics, from beginner to scholar. You'll see a big difference between the two views. That's all you got to do. Shermer, to my knowledge, has never even done that. That's my criticism. A YouTube called Go Green 18, who seems to have a rather popular following, came out of Mormonism. I watched the deconversion series that she did. It was sad. I can't imagine what she went through, because it seemed to be a strict Mormon family. But she did a video called A Christian's Guide to Atheists. And one of the things was that Christians kept telling her, I guess in messages, that God loved her. If Go Green 18 knew anything about the Christian faith, and I've watched a number of her videos, I haven't seen any indication of this, If I'm incorrect, you can send me a link. Go Green 18, if she had done her homework, if she knew the difference between liberal Christianity and historic Christianity, her response would have been something like this. For you Christians who keep emailing me telling me God loves me, if you had done your homework, you'd recognize that 14 times in the first 50 Psalms, God says he hates the wicked. In Nahum chapter 1, it says that the wicked are God's enemies. In 1 Samuel 2, it says that the wicked are God's adversaries. Throughout the Torah, like in Deuteronomy or Leviticus, it says that the wicked are an abomination to God. We see the same thing in the major and minor prophets. You Christians need to learn more about your faith. That should have been her response. Now, maybe that's not Go Green's intention. Maybe she doesn't care. I don't know. But that's typical of the issues I see with atheists. They don't know the Christian position, the historic Christian faith. This is an introductory video. It's meant to give you an idea of what's to come, because I really want to educate atheists to have a better dialogue. Thank you. Hopefully this hasn't been too long-winded. I'll be in cartoon form, probably of various types, because frankly, I don't want to be on YouTube, and you don't want to see me on YouTube. So, thank you.